Hey guys, in this video we are going to convert the equation given, which is a quadratic in vertex form, into standard form. So let's get started. Vertex form of a quadratic looks something like this. Standard form, on the other hand, is taking the exact same equation, but it's restructured to be presented in a different way. It's like looking at something in factored form, right? Oops, I didn't put y equals. There we go. A little squished, sorry. So those are both the exact same equation. They're just being presented differently, like the little costume change. Now, how do we take care of this? Well, many of you are going to be like, no problem, I could do this, but you're all going to be making the same mistake. Just me. So to avoid that, don't be that person. What do you need to consider? When you have whatever x minus h is, it's being squared. Remember, it's so nice we write it twice. I'm doing it with letters first, okay? I'm going to leave the a, and I'm going to do some FOIL, first, outer, inner, last, on here. So I'm not going to do it on this, but I'm just going to say what we do. Then you're going to distribute. And then you're going to have a number with x squared, a number with the x, plus a number, and then that k is still sitting on the side. And remember, the k doesn't get distributed to, okay? And since you have two constants that don't have any x with them, that's your like term. So this and this you can combine. Remember whatever sign's in front of that and in front of that. Consider those. You're going to combine your like terms, and then you're done. Got it? Now, if you think you got this, you could hit pause. Go ahead, try it by yourself, and come back and see if you did it correctly. I suggest you do that either way, confident or not confident. Better to try, fail, and then do it correctly together than to not try at all, right? So let's get into it. First thing I'm going to do, my markers fell. Sorry, is I'm going to kind of rewrite y equals 3 times x plus 1 minus 4 x squared plus 1x plus 1x, which is 2x, plus 1 times 1. If I had a nickel for every time someone thought 1 times 1 was 2, I'd have a whole lot of nickels. 1 times 1 is 1. Oops. And then minus 4. So those parentheses, importante, y equals, now we're going to distribute 3x squared plus 6x plus 3, end of the parentheses, so end of distribution, minus 4. A lot of people, mistake I see, it's like people tell me I'm going to distribute, they start to distribute to the first term, and then your brain shuts off. Low capacity for remembering 5 steps ahead of yourself, I guess. Maybe a little bit more practice, a little bit more memorization in your life, so you don't have to think so hard about the easier things. It is what it is. That's the facts, the reality, guys. And you just stop distributing. You can't mess up. You can't mess up little things, because then the whole equation's messed up. You just got to do it correctly. All right, these need to be minuscule little things that you just can do correctly so that you can advance and do more complicated stuff, Combine like terms. 3 is positive, minus 4. Again, I want to pull my hair out sometimes, but here's 3. That's where we start, at positive 3. Minus 4 means you go left. 1, 2, 3. Minus 4. So where am I? At negative 1. I suggest you learn how to add and subtract positives and negatives that way, and stop trying to tell yourself those rules that were in your face because you can't separate rules for adding, subtracting with multiplying and dividing, and that's just the reality of it. And now you're done. If you weren't sure if you were done, you needed to check it on your own, I would suggest you go to Desmos, you type in the original problem, you type in your answer, and you check if they perfectly overlap. If they do, they give the same image, then they are the same equation. And you know you did it correctly, and you don't have to wonder, if you did it correctly or not, right? So that's the end of this example. I hope you feel like a brilliant genius. Click through for the next example or more practice examples on a certain topic. Thumbs up if you're feeling pretty good. Thumbs down if you're not. Let me know. And hope you're feeling a little bit smarter right now. Adios.